So I am back where I haven't been, and probably this is my 3 weeks. This is the longest time. I mean, I seem like a long time to a lot of people, but I'm out on the beach weekly, and this is my longest time being away from the beach in the last year. It was 3 weeks. Uh, I had came out and shot like so much damn content that I was like, okay, I'm building up a huge library of content, but I'm not editing it or posting it. So I had to take a little time to edit. And, now I'm back. I'm just more under the notion of where I wanted everything to just be strictly beach shots. As you all can see, as I'm showing you, it's absolutely beautiful and amazing out here. And I wanted it to just be that. But right now it's going to be, what I can do. I'm not going to stray myself, but it does feel good to be back out. The only issue is that your boy with my wardrobe, shorts, and it's a little bit not too chilly, but I can tell that I won't be able to stand out here in this in probably about an hour or so. So I'm gonna try to get some of the content that I want to get in. I'm gonna try to get some of it in and also share some of my thoughts of how I'm feeling today. So number one for me, which was a good thing, is that I did something that I rarely do, and that's sleep in. Okay, I'm normally the cat that if I get like 4 or 5 hours under my belt, then I'm good to go. I'm up looking for the next challenge. But today I allowed myself to rest in because it's been a busy last couple weeks. And, I'm coming down under the notion that I hadn't been. And I know I'm not the only one where learning the value of rest, which again, I'm working on it. I don't have it mastered, but learning this important value of rest. So I decided to let myself live a little bit and rest in today. And then I decided eventually to hop up and say, well, I still got to get something done. I can't have a day go where I don't get nothing done and I'm just laying about. So I came out to the beach, one, because I hadn't been out here in a while, and two, it serves the great that I can share some of my thoughts and how I'm feeling today. Then earlier I had like a dilemma, and basically what the dilemma was that I was just going to shoot videos in my car, which I do have a couple that, you know, were just me shooting in the car. And then I kind of looked and saw that I wasn't the only one that was shooting from the car, and then having such a beautiful backdrop and setting out here is, that's my thing. That's my views. That's my lifestyle. That's how I do things. So I was just like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm just gonna shoot in my car. I don't think I'm gonna shoot in my car. And I got in my car to sit down and shoot, and it just didn't feel right. So I said, you know what? Even though I'm leaving out a little bit later than I would have wanted to leave out to go to the beach, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get it done. And here I am. It's a little bit chilly, but here I am. I'm finna rock out with it. Now, one thing I did notice was that the ride over to the beach was very beautiful, scenic. It looked like I was finna be out here running. As y'all can see, your boy got on shorts. You see that? Your boy got on full shorts out here and shouldn't have worn them. I'm not gonna be able to survive in an hour out here in these shorts, but luckily, I keep a sweater or two in my trunk. So that was a good thing, is that I was like, oh, I got something back here. Or I got extra skull caps in my trunk, extra sweaters. I got a couple pair of pants. I even got a computer back there. You never know when the zombie apocalypse happens. Yes, you heard me right, zombie apocalypse. I always, ever since I've had cars, I've always kept some extra supplies in the back because, I am a big fan of zombie movies, but in case something pop off at any time, just know that your boy, I can get in my car and roll. I got a couple changes of outfits. I even got a can of beans in the back. So when I pulled up to the beach, it's looking a little gloomy, as you all can see. Let me show you. So it was sunny on the ride over here. But when we got here, it got a little gloomy. And I started to feel like most of us feel at times. I was starting to feel like, oh, well, I guess I can't shoot, or this was a bad idea. Ready to tear yourself down. And I share these things because this is shit that happens every day. And I think seeing some of these success principles and how we're tested and tried in different steps, or how we respond to them, can help not just me, but help other people to see it. So I'm already tearing myself down. I'm like, oh, well, I ain't gonna be able to shoot. You know, oh man, this was such a bad idea. I got on the wrong clothes. It's kind of cold and nippy. The sun ain't out. I ain't gonna be able to charge my necklace stones that I have and all of that stuff. But then something told me to just get out here and do it. Just do it. That was a statement which we all know from Nike, but my aunt used to apply that and tell me and my cousin that when we were younger to just do it, you know, because you get caught in the complexities of, oh, the weather's not right, oh, this isn't that, I don't have on the right clothes, I don't think, and we're already discounting ourselves in so many areas before we even get started. So I didn't discount myself down to nothing. Oh, I ain't got the right hat, I ain't got the right hoodie, oh, this is going on, I gotta have that happen. I had all this stuff that had me basically ready to say, well, I'll just still stay in the car and not get out on the beach and just do what I was initially going to do in the first place. But now, you know what's becoming real interesting is the fact that when I get ready to give up or push away on things, me having been doing these videos and trying to instill some motivation or encouragement to other people and share what I'm learning and trying to figure out, I don't have it all figured out, I'm trying to figure out, it makes me get myself in line. So I said, okay, so what would you expect a person to do that's trying to better themselves? What would the winner do? The winner would still go forward into what's going on. It looks like an unfavorable situation, which now I'm here, I'm doing it now. How do I feel? I got out here and took a chance and I feel good. Not only am I enjoying the beautiful views of the beach, a nice cool walk on the beach, nice little hoodie, some shorts, you know, feeling the cool air, taking long, deep breaths. I'm gonna get some of these stones now. That's gonna happen. Some of these stones are coming home with me, you know, because these look like the ones that be in the nice 5-star bathrooms in the sink to make you, to watch all your germs wash over ocean. What is this, ocean rocks here, if y'all can see. So yeah, some of these stones out here, I've never seen them, I guess because I've gotten out here at a specific time or the water, but I've never seen this many out here. I don't know if they're being ravished or they just get pulled up to sea and they get pulled back out. But I got out here in a situation where I thought that I wasn't gonna, I was just like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna, you know, go anywhere to shoot content. I'll probably just shoot in my car. Even though I got over 500 videos that I've put out from the beach, yeah, I'll probably just do that. And taking a step and even getting out here to the beach and still trying to deter myself from taking any action and making it happen. And I got out here and it's cool and I'm getting good video, good footage. I like the fact that the sun is not out too much because I don't, in other videos, as I've told you, I've went to, you know, point in this direction or that direction because I got to look at where the sun is. So it's like one of the great things is that any angle that I'm at out here with it having this little overcast, I can get decent enough lighting, which is cool. So, you know, as I say, you do this shit so much and whatever you're doing, you don't have to just be doing content, but whatever you're doing, if you actually just take action and do that shit and just keep doing that shit and do it, eventually you get better at it. And eventually you start to pick up certain shit. So while none of my videos am I trying to tell people who they should be and what you should do, but I encourage you is that to take a step on that thing that looks like it's maybe demise, it may not be as attractive or the thing or the way that you hope the perfect weather to be to shoot content or the perfect time to go back to school or the perfect time to elevate yourself. Look at things like that and say, well, maybe let me step and just see what the environment is, because those were all preconceived illusions. Those were things that I had created in my mind that I was not going to be able to get out here and create content. And you see it. I'm here doing it. And I think we should take those daily lessons and apply those to other things in our life. Like you're saying, oh, I'm too old to go back to school. I can't start this type of business. I can't do this. My business is going to fail. And you got all these things that you discount on yourself before you even get in the field to make a stage and try to make a play. So one of the things that I'm finding out right now is that a lot of the things that look like they're going to be folly and failure for me, like the shit that's just not going to work, it seems like, okay, this isn't going to be a good idea, or the circumstances aren't right, and the false circumstances that I've set up um, aren't, aren't there, and it makes me want to quit and not go. Somehow when I step into that ring, things seem to happen. And when I step into the ring, the more I'm in the ring, it doesn't seem as scary as I thought it was in the first place. So what seemed like failure has now become a success. I was able to just talk about this experience and vlog it. Taking in some great ocean waves. Y'all know your boy is going to get a good meditation session in out here on the beach. What more? Why wouldn't I give myself that? I was telling a close friend of mine that was in town visiting over the weekend. Love you, Kim. And it was like, some of these things that we think we have to earn certain things to have the right to or the choice to is like, no. And this is free. And this is me. It's even got me thinking now, like, should I just stick with the beach theme and aesthetic? That would just really be rough because I gotta now shoot other content that I shot. I may have to shelve it and reshoot it out here. But I think like the overall theme of what I'm doing is that I love the beach. I'm glad to be back out here. I'm glad I came here and was able to see that what looked like a situation that was not going to be good for me to shoot became a great situation for me. And my only thing that I could take away and encourage a lot of you is that it may not look pretty, it may not look right, and it may not even be perfect or look perfect. But one of the things that you really need to take into account is that these things that you're discounting yourself from initially, look at these things and really say, it's like, okay, is this really based on anything, or am I just going off some shit that somebody else said? Because I did that a long time ago. I would get caught up in that. I would often have people advising me and telling me how things go in a certain area or a certain thing that I would take what they said and take it as legit. And those people had never done or attempted that in their life. They had never made any efforts. And then you start to hear so much of that shit, so much like negative talking, being around negative. That's why I tell you don't be around negative people, because you hear it so much. Then those people don't even have to be around you. They don't even have to be there, because you'll start doing what I just did when I came out here to the beach. And I saw all this. Oh, if the weather's not right, you can't shoot. Oh, it's too cold. That shit somebody else said. But I stepped into the playing field, and here I am. And I'm getting it. I had a choice to not create anything. I could have created 0 videos today, but I at least have this one. You realize, too, is that you don't have to knock every damn thing out the park on your first go. You don't have to knock everything out the park on your first go. Yeah, you can get a little piece here, a little piece there. That's how real stuff happens. Or you can keep listening to the losers. You can keep listening to the fluff, or you can allow yourself to be influenced by that stuff. See, I heard all that stuff. It's cold or weather. I heard that from somewhere else. That didn't come from no experience. There's a deeper thing, is that, when you're trying to count yourself out from something, size up, write down all those reasons and see if they're initially even backed on anything that's legitimate, or is it some stuff that somebody said? And then if it's something that somebody said, because I'm not saying that you can't listen to nobody. Of course you can listen to folks. I ain't saying that. But damn, you need to evaluate the source. Like they say, I need a Carfax on that, bro. Oh man, you make money this way. Can I see the Carfax on your money getting and wealth getting skills? Because you'll start to find out, like I did, I was allowing people to hold me back from shit. And you know what? Half the time, these folks had never attained it and never made an effort or step towards it in their lives. And here I am taking what they say word as law. So some of the things I can maybe share that I've learned, and maybe you can learn from this, is that get yourself in the field and don't make judgments on the field before you step in there. And I learned a valuable lesson this year too. And this has just been localized to my area in LA. I'm not saying it's the whole world, but People blurt out shit a lot of times that ain't true or that they don't know about. People are constantly seeking to sound important, sound powerful, sound all knowing, and half the shit they talking about ain't built on fact. It ain't built on a hill of beans. Is what I'm learning in cybersecurity. It's a misinformation campaign, except it's just some idiot running around blurting something that they have no knowledge of, they can't verify, they don't know the truth about, but yet here they are. Make sure you really experience things. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you have a real experience with things. Like, don't just take what someone says as word and not take action on it and allow it to cut you from a good time. A lot of times we've been cut and are being cut from the good things in our life because we're going based on some shit that somebody told us that's never been there. You got people telling you about wealth that's never experienced it and never been there. Don't be that person. Don't get caught up in that. And finally, get out in the playing field. Y'all stop playing speculators. Stop being scared to get out there and go for what you're going for. A lot of people are sitting back up in the shadows. You scared. Oh, I don't know if I should get out there. I'm going to read another book. I'm going to read another plan. And these books and lotions and potions are fine. As I've told y'all before, I've spent much time spending, reading, and trying. But the best knowledge, the best information comes from getting in the field. That's the only way that you're going to learn and experience anything. And I get it, some circumstances are just bad. Some things just aren't good. The other week I went to a park to try to shoot. Just wasn't a good idea. It happens. But you should still be taking learning lessons from things like that still too. You should still be able to take some learning lessons and say, okay, well, maybe that didn't work out. Maybe that time didn't work out, but we'll try it. We'll know. And again, even in what things that seem like failures, even things that seem like failures to people, um, there should be lessons of how not to do it. And it ain't got to be nothing deep. It can be simple lessons, something as simple as like, I bet my black ass won't try that again. How your grandma and them will tell you. I bet you don't stick your hand on that stove again. Problem is, a lot of us sticking our hands on damn stoves and won't learn the lesson, and we don't learn the lesson because we won't get in the field. I mean, the lessons that you're going to learn are going to be from you being in the field. I can, for anything, I can maybe suggest you a stack of books on meditation, on Egyptian philosophy, or whatever the topic is, business. You can go get your stack of books, but until you actually apply and start practicing some of those things, because I think the thing now in a lot of growth and people trying to get their lives together is talking about growth and not really actually experiencing growth. You got a million people in the crowd for the seminar, but not many people are making it. Not many people are getting to real estate riches or whatever the connotation of it. And why is that? Well, one is because people are being sold that it's just a one swoop in. You get the book, you get the program, you get the success. And it's like, no, it's the action. And a lot of us have to be trained, and I am training myself, even as I'm speaking to you now, on consistent action. Action is where it happens at. I can take all of my books of anything I've wanted to learn or have learned, and it still wouldn't size up, not even one bit, to the field knowledge I've got. Oh, you'll learn now that that's not the correct way to plug up this mic. Now that you spent 30 minutes shooting a video and it got none of the audio, you got to have those experiences. You'll learn then versus me looking at the manual or watching a video of how to plug up the mic. You start checking now. And that's what I did. Hell, I be checking the mics now. I be making sure stuff is charged. You'll set up the perfect shoot and realize that you didn't charge your mics the night before. This is real world tactical feel, and I'm speaking in terms of shooting content, but for normal people out there, whatever you're going after and whatever you're trying to do, get in the field, get in the game. Y'all talking about these businesses and not in the business. Well, you say, I gotta wait to do this, I gotta wait to do that. Don't wait to do nothing. With your smartphone, y'all sit up and do every damn thing else on the smartphone. Y'all playing deceit, trickery, keep up enough shit on y'all phones. You can get on there and get you a little simple digital business card, a simple social media page, and be up and running. Get out in the field. Find out what it feels like to get rejected. You know, how many people are you calling on or talking to face? Where is that real business coming from? And what can and will set you apart is your ability and your willingness to do this and put in this work. I shoot an excessive amount of content, not because I'm trying to beat anybody or get over anybody. I'm trying to get better. And while we buy these things and we try these things, we're not going to really get anywhere until we step up to the plate and really start to experience these things. So I enjoyed spending a little bit of time sharing with you some of my thoughts and how I'm feeling today. I'm actually fixing to get over here, sit on one of these rocks, overlook the ocean, listen to these ocean waves, and get some meditation in. Um, it's so much needed. Some of these conversations and being able to get these thoughts out. And I know that my messages and things may not connect with everyone, but if you felt a connection or agreement in something, subscribe. And if you even don't subscribe, the most important thing I would say is to share, because it's crazy out here, y'all. And with all the craziness going on, me, you, I, and everybody, we got to be sharing information because it's so toxic out here. So share the content if you connected with it. I'm finna get me a little walk in, get some good music in, get some vibes in, a little meditation. Maybe I'll shoot another video. I don't know if I have anything else to share. You know, it's taking a lot of confidence, you know, sharing what I do, but I appreciate you all for tuning in. Let me know what you think. Some of the stuff I said, let me know what your thoughts are on it. I love hearing from people and discussing from people, and more importantly, learning from folks. So I will see you all again. Don't let nothing or no one keep you out the game. You get out there and find out if the real estate business is hard. You get out there and find out if it's hard to go back to school. You get out there and find out if it's hard to switch your career. Don't let nobody else tell you what it is or isn't.